everybody. Look at this view. Look at this morning view. You could get used to that. So I've got about 14 miles today going up over 2 different high points of 12,800 feet. Just sounds really unpleasant to me. I'm a little tired today. I did sleep really good last night though. So 14 miles, 2 big climbs, and a couple small climbs in between. So it's about 6:30 in the morning. I'm gonna get going, and I'm hoping to get to Cottonwood Pass to meet up with my friend I'm hoping by dinner time. It's gonna be a challenging day for me for sure. Yesterday I think I only did like 12 miles and I was hoping to do 15. So and yesterday was kind of a brutal day, so today's actually going to be a little bit worse, and I really want to make that push to get there. One of the reasons I didn't continue on last night was because I didn't want to camp over 12,000 feet, and I didn't want to get stuck exposed over tree line in the event that a storm came through. So I came up as high as I could until I found a flat spot, which, as you can see, really wasn't that flat, but it was comfortable. So that's what we got for you today. Let's go. I don't even know what day this is. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 4. Today is day 4. All right, so let's do this. So the trail goes up that way, comes around back that way, and I'm hoping you can see those switchbacks up there. So I've got about another 3/4 of a mile up and about as many feet in elevation. So good morning. It's not even 7 a.m. So yesterday I came down through the middle little valley in between those mountains over there, and like it all sort of zigzagged down here. So I've been climbing up here. This is actually brutal. I'm actually second guessing my life right now. Doesn't really matter what that looks like. We still have a little bit of ways to go. So I'm gonna cry for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna keep going. So sun's up, it's a beautiful day. Well over 12,000 feet now. All right, it's a little windy up here. I'm to the top of the first little ridge, but I don't know if you can see it, but the trail goes right over there somewhere. You can sort of see the trail goes way up there. So we came across over there. Across, here, up here. I'm at the pass. It's like 12,874 feet. I feel like I'm gonna die and vomit. Stomach is upset for sure. So we dipped down a little bit before going up a little bit. We're gonna stay above 12,000 feet between, like, I don't know, 11,700, and we gotta go back up to 12,800 again somewhere. I'm not sure where. So I was gonna take a break here, but I don't feel good, so I'm gonna get down a little bit as much as I can. There's a stream about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile from here, so we're gonna go do that. I'll check in with you guys later. All right, I just took like a mini break. Took a nap for like 10 minutes. I'm exhausted. It looks like the entirety of today is pretty much gonna be over 12,000 feet, so it's gonna be challenging. It's definitely gonna be a push for me to meet up with my friend. About 11.4 miles from her right now. Yeah. Today's gonna be tough, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda sucks already, second guessing my life for the fifth time today. So there's a little stream over there. I'm just gonna get some water, and then I'm gonna continue on at just a slow and steady pace. And I will be the tortoise, and I will win this race. So I will catch up with you guys later. 12,779 feet. Second climb for today. I'm pretty sure there's zero possibility I'm going to make it all the way to Cottonwood Pass. I'm literally hiking less than a mile an hour, so. But check out the view, it's beautiful. You probably can't see it, but it's actually hailing right over there, but not right here. I think the hail is moving away from me, but oh, what do I do? It's definitely moving away from me. I'm gonna continue on. Look at this, this is gorgeous. Hey everybody. So I got stuck in a really bad rain and hailstorm and everything got soaked, completely soaked. Even the inside of my tent was soaked. At first I was just trying to find shelter under my tent because I figured it was just gonna go by, but it did not. So everything inside of my pack stayed dry, but my clothes, everything completely soaked, even though I had a rain jacket on. So I had to put my tent up in the rain and get everything dried out. I was shivering, I was absolutely freezing. Got everything wiped down into my sleeping bag, which thankfully was dry, and it's been a couple hours and I'm warmer now, so I am probably gonna just stay put where I am. Unfortunately, I still have 8 miles to meet up with my friend, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow around noon-ish. The problem is the whole time I'm above 12,000 feet, so it's just really, really cold out. And right now I'm still just too chilled. I'm just way too cold to pack everything up and try and move any further. I've got a couple liters of water, which will be plenty because I'm only about a mile from water on one side and about a half mile on the other side. So if I had to, I could go get water if I needed to. So I'm just gonna stay here and watch some movies, and hopefully my stuff will dry out enough, and I'm gonna try and get out of here no later than 6 a.m. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Hey everybody, future me here. So just a little bit of backstory on what happened that one day in Colorado. I was trying to get a good solid big day in, and I saw some hail kind of early on. I knew we were gonna have some storms that day, but it was every day out there. So I continued on, and then all of a sudden the gates of hell opened up, and I actually found myself in kind of a survival situation, sadly. I was under my tent, not inside my tent. I was just had my tent over me, and I was in a stand of trees, and I was waiting for the storm to pass, and it was hailing very hard. There was lightning and thunder, and it was the loudest I've ever heard in my life. It was truly terrifying. I got soaking wet really fast, and I realized very quickly that I had to put my tent up, I had to get out of my clothes, and I had to get into my sleeping bag. So even though I have some training and I knew what to do, it doesn't actually make it easy in that moment to make that choice. So I had to leave the safety, if you will, of the trees, putting myself out in the open, because at this particular area, I was about 12,300 feet, and there was just like a few stands of trees here and there, and this was in the Collegiate West section 2. I had to get out, and in the storm, I had to set up a non-freestanding tent, which was definitely challenging. And the one thing that saved me was not panicking. There's 2 things that saved me, actually. Not panicking was the major one. But I brought along my full-size camp towel. I don't know why. I just always bring this thing with me. No particular reason. I just like it. So I find a million uses for it. So it just comes with me all the time. If it wasn't for that towel, my tent was flooded. Everything was soaked. I really would not have been able to dry off, or it would have been significantly more difficult.
So I did get trapped in my tiny little tent for the remainder of that day. That storm happened around 1:30ish. So I wasn't able to leave until the next morning. At one point I did pack everything up and I was going to continue on. This was after I warmed up and there was a little bit of break, but almost immediately the thunder and lightning started again. I quickly set my tent up back again and just got as comfortable as I could. And the next day ended up just, wearing my soaking wet clothes, unfortunately. So I brought a really good rain jacket with me, but the one thing I did not bring, and I should have, was either a poncho or rain pants or my rain skirt or some other combination. Just having rain pants on the bottom actually would have allowed me to continue hiking. So, I mean, the storm was pretty bad. I was up at a really high elevation. I did have my Garmin. I did manage to message my friend who was going to be picking me up the next day at Cottonwood Pass, but at least she knew I was okay, but I knew darn well that there was nobody coming to help me. So the best thing for me was to just stay put, get warm, and just hunker down, basically. There was a water source only 3/10 of a mile away, so I definitely lucked out there. There isn't too much marked water on that particular section, but it actually is there. So anyway, that's the backstory on that. And life has been very crazy, so thank you for being patient with my videos. I hope everybody's doing good. Just remember, don't panic out there in the wilderness because it's not really going to help. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.